want me slipping, they want me to fall. Feel like I'm pimping, I'm standing in tall. I'm on a mission and finish them all. Special edition, I got them appalled. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking the
What the hell connection?
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Saya masih
The 2K Sports pregame show.
pernah dimainin deh.
Greetings, everyone. We'll watch the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for report.
Well, it took 5 long months.
NBA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting 5. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris and Harrell's in at the center position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Deion Waiters is out there with Jay.
Hold on! Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. What is this? The dunk contest? Jay putting up a 10.
We have great athletes on the floor in this one. Shouldn't be any shortage of some highlight reel type plays.
Yeah, this game, nobody will make my segment under the rim. Smitty's under the rim. Everything will be above the rim tonight. I'm excited.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot by George, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And don't look down,
Slam lang terus sampai jebol.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Shea.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really
thank you,
relies on
man.
his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
I'll check
And so the ball
later.
out of bounds, Davis touched it last. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Morris outside. Here's Harrell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Good on the shot.
Keeping his composure, even with the clock running down to 0. Jackson barely beats it.
Lakers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Shea again. Shea's got 10.
Every will catch you back. During this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Leonard. Over LeBron. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
It's up.
If you can't get Leonard and look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Shea drives in, and Shea throws it down.
I love slam dunk.
Miss. I mean, this is
I've been
incredible.
Yeah.
Can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Thank you, by the way.
Sinks the triple. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
James finds Waiter. Fires from the wing.
Boom.
No good off the back of the rim.
Well,
it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the 76ers.
And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout. And now they're well positioned into the future. Wow, what an evening Chase had. Unstoppable and relentless at the offensive end.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now Jackson. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Up top, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
James looking it over. Shea outside. The Lakers rebound. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by Morris.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And they pick up 2. 8 points for Leonard.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
Left side, Davis. Back to Shea. Here's the 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
I got my
shooting at a high clip.
Minus.
Found ways to get quality looks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Good night. I got the start.
Group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard.
We got
Anthony Davis. J.R. Smith's checked in for James.
I love Sia.
And it's Green in for Dion Waiters. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubats is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patrick Beverly comes in for Morris.
Love audio.
And in for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Shot.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Shea throws it down.
Great an opportunity for himself. Che with the beautiful finish off the bounce.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. On the wing, George. Great tee that time from Green.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Mamam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Williams dishes to Leonard. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives...
Swap here for the Lakers. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. He's checked in for Leonard.
Pemanasan
Marcus Morris comes in for George.
sebelum main NHM
checked in for Patrick Beverly.
Sini
And
cari
Jackson subbed in for Lou
ayam
Williams.
Iceborne
The spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes
combo
for a great
inside
assistant
live.
coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he has a
mainnya.
great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Deion waiting. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the 76ers was outstanding. He scored 53 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish. Putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Cook. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Harold. Excellent D from Howard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
By Jay.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's George. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers going the other way now. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Sorry
They just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Harold. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Goes up the baseline. Shea's shot is off.
And all the skill used on that crossover. Might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
And here is Harold. 8 points for him. Back to Cook. From the arc. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
The Lakers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Quinn
match. Go.
And the free throw, no good.
I'll tell you what, Coach really trusts Che's thought process because he thinks things all the way through.
Oh, shit. And George, here we go. And it's sent back by Howard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, the rookie ranking. Who's in the running for the Rookie of the Year here at the midway point of the season? Some terrific young talent in the NBA. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Yeah, midway through the season, I say he's made the greatest total impact. A potential generational talent. We'll see if he can keep it going. Entertaining fans and embarrassing opponents. AD showing us what it's all about.
George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
I'm not
sure. A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team. He also can be very intimidating.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Howard, and Murray's subbed in for LeBron. Morris kicks to Jackson. The pass to Harrell. To the inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Harrell. Morris has got his first basket. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you begin to compromise spacing. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And that one's good to go from Che. Che's got 37.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Beverly kicks to George.
I want some block. Some block.
To the middle. And
Davis shit.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
He gets it in there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Saya mau assist, please.
Jackson with it. Nice shot from the wing. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. He gets it up. He can't get it to go. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Che in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, who they've got. Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the two-guard position.
They have been board dominant. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this lead.
At the rim, Che can be very aggressive and very intimidating.
Here's Jackson.
I love this spot. Ole. I'm the upgrade.
12 feet out. That one, no good.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Back to Jay. Lakers working the ball around now. Kicks it to Waiters. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Howard. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh.
Clippers trail by 20. Pass to Leonard over Waiters. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his fourth assist in this one. And with Reggie Jackson at the point, you're going to get more of a score than a playmaker.
And that's okay, as long as you plan for that with your system. Reggie Jackson
I got my
is great
steal.
at creating for himself, but you like to see him do a little bit more
Alah, nggak masuk
to set
sama
up the
aja
rest of
bodoh.
his team.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time
Come
last
on,
season.
man.
He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Trying his luck from deep.
Ay, namasok.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Down low. And it's sent back by
Man.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the Clippers call time here. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star.
Oh, man. Let's go. MVP.
That free throw good from George.
McGee.
And the Lakers with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che a very difficult guy to defend.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Lupa cara free throw, cuy.
1:29 left in the third quarter of the game.
Even.
Leonard against Morris. Leonard the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Jay kicks to James. Jay outside. Passes it to Morris. Lets it go. And again, the Lakers no good.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Inside. And it's George finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Now here's Green. 8 points for him. The pass to Che from 13. And Chen shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right
terlalu
play
fokus ke skor,
defensively. You can't block force them to the line.
The Lakers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And some changes here for the Lakers. Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Williams. Here's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Wow.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
The Lakers have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Green, man. Green. Not good, but
and both free throws good for Che. 19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Sharp.
Leonard against James.
You kind of beat me.
Outside Leonard.
Wait.
And stolen by Che. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Che. And it's Howard at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside for Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Che. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Good job by AD. Gets his feet set, on balance, shoulders squared, has the athletic flexibility of a smaller player.
Here's Jackson. And James pulls it down.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Che passes to Waiters. He can't get that one. Clippers trail by 16. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Harrell kicks to Jackson. To the paint. Leonard, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jackson passes to Leonard. He's looking for Harrell and finds him.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Lakers leading by 14. LeBron dishes to Che. Takes it off the glass.
Okay.
He's got 46 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And the Clippers call time here. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Playernya Sira juga.
The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
You look at George. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the player?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season start, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
No good on the second.
Not good.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Leonard, the pass to Harrell. Over Jay. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jay kicks to James.
What? Ya Allah. Depan muka.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jackson misses.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And
Come on, AD.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Pass to Leonard. Over Waiters. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they've been nothing short of spectacular at home this season. And given how hot they've been coming into this homestand, I expect them to continue the momentum.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
Left side Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers.
What? Not
Free
green.
throw, good.
But good.
Shea. Now Jackson. And the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. McGee against Harrell. Morris outside. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Lou Williams is checked in for Reggie Jackson. On defense, the Lakers. Leonard, no luck.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
To the inside, Williams.
Ih, kebablasan.
Shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers leading by 16. James, the pass to Che. Kicks it out to James.
Ow.
That 3 off the mark. The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. The shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Raiders no luck.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds.
McGee
Say it was
with
last touched by
the
McGee.
block. Right here.
Back to Williams. Floats one.
That's great hustle at the defensive end. Che affecting that shot.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the
I'm
basketball.
sorry.
And it's Davis missing.
Anthony
Unusual
Davis.
for him,
Harap
just a
pa
lack
lang mo.
of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Waiters.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back.
Mampus dari tadi udah nggak ngedang.
This quarter.
His ability to create off the bounce makes Shea a very tough cover.
Clippers trail by 18. Leonard looking around. In the corner, it's Morris. Just 5 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. And again, no good by the Clippers. Shea outside. Nice ball movement there by the Lakers. And the foul called on Shea. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 18. And there's 1:45 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shea.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Clippers trail by 18. Morris finds Harrell.
Come get it, come get it.
The 3 from George. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here is McGee. Shea outside. Unloads. Offensive rebound. And Davis throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Again.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Leonard against LeBron. Leonard dishes to Williams. No good, unable to end this run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. James goes back up. And Davis lays it in. And that's a double-double for him now.
Not bad, not
10
bad.
points and 11 rebounds. And it's the Clippers' ball. Outside Leonard. To the middle. Outside for George. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Puts it up. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution.
And that's going to do it tonight. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Alden. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Hah? Kok bisa 67? Antes.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
To sustain, I'm just going to have to stay in the same rhythm, game to game. Not overthink things too much, get points within the construction of the offense. We also have great locker room atmosphere, everyone rooting for each other. But at the same time, we keep each other grounded, keep each other humble, man. And when you do that, I think all things are good to come.
You have a lot of poise, young man. Congratulations.
Guys, listen up.
What up, Coach?
Check it up here. So I just got a call from the league letting me know that this guy is an all-star.
Hey.
Okay, Shay, you.
Hey, I'm trying, man.
Very well deserved.
Appreciate it, guys.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, Coach, man. Shall I break it up?
Let's do it.
Hey, it was a family effort, so we're going to do family on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3, family.
Ryan Rondo. Watch progression. Maju point mentok coy. Ball handle maybe. No. Not now, nanti aja. Oh. What? Oh, tim praktisnya belum, atasan turun. Ya. Sorry. I forgot. Kok lama? All day long.
Yo, what's up, man?
Sure. What's up, man?
Great game.
Nah ini playmaking. Ini kali ya. Flashy tuh.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Using Xbox stick. Wireless. Ini bukan baterai yang kotak deh. Mampus. Nih. Masih awal balik nol lagi. Nol lagi. N1 gundulnya. Sudah lama coy. Ulang-ulang. Ulang.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. What? Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Hey, hit me up.
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
Yeah, unblock. Oh shit. Wow. Dipantulin, ya ampun, minus. Pintar. Sampai lancar.
get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Tambah tolol lagi. Come on. Okay. Ya. Kan bisa ngumpan lo Bapak.
Now we're rolling.
Not bad lah.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's go to the next account. Udah jam setengah.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. D.A. Jake.
Well, LeBron James is...
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you.
LeBron James.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Davis.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Here we go. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hezonja is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Green, and it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent, and sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry, how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
But not bad.
Pass to Lillard.
Again, man.
A floater, and it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Count it.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Lillard attacking. And the pass to McCollum. From deep. But they recover it. Passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got 6.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard. A quality decision on the pick and roll.
Shea passes to Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And stolen by Shea. Davis kicks to James. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Anthony still running the floor well, even at this stage in his career. Gets out and coasts right past the D.
Shea dishes to James. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Anthony. And no good that time. Great D that time from Howard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the great thing about the NBA is that you can prove yourself on a nightly basis. Jay's stock fell staying 4 years in college. A lot of analytics guys don't like the fact that as you get older, you maybe don't have the chance to reach a higher ceiling, but he's performed since he's entered the league.
And both free throws good for Jay. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Lillard scanning the floor. A floater. Shea with the block.
Crazy that scouts were saying that Shea didn't play with enough heart. That block showing you that he wants it.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Nurkic bounce pass. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland again missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Anthony on the wing over Davis. Portland with a new 14. Tries yet again. Anthony trying to get open. Missed it, even after all those chances. In the corner, it's James. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Smith comes in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green. McCollum outside to stop the run. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. They have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Here's Hood. Crew on the 14-footer.
Rodney Hood showing he's got some handle with his game there, every so often catching the defense off guard.
In the corner, Smith with it. Now Che really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
Kebiasaan. Ampun.
That is just...
The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. You think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
Well, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
Yeah,
and we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
On the floor for Portland, you've got Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony is out there with Hazonia. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che, in the last game against the Clippers, put on a show. He scored 54 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Davis, the pass to James. Back to Davis, and stolen by Hazonia. Anthony down low, working on James. LeBron with some nice D. Loads it up for Davis. Morris kicks to James. Shea up top. Dishes it to Green. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists in the game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard, the pass to Trent. From outside the arc. Lillard misses.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Hazonia, the pass to Trent. Back to Hazonia. The pass to Trent. From deep three-point range. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
Shea outside. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
And you look at Lillard. He's received the 4th most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Shea with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
And now in his
kasar mainnya.
showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get up, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
Waiters, he's checked in for Danny Green.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Blazers making a change here as well. Rodney Hood's checked in for Anthony. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Banked in off the glass.
Gila.
Got 10.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by the Lakers.
Jay kicks to James. Shot is good off the
Okay. Mantap, mantap.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Lakers working the ball around now. And Shea throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Lillard with it. Shea's there.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his mid.
Okay.
James
First
with
half.
a deep 3. And so it's Los Angeles rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Dami dengan pusing.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half.
Oh,
just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Shea in at the point guard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Shay's got
Come on.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. It's on target from the high post.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Outside for Davis. Shea passes to LeBron. Shea dishes to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. The wing three is no good there for Shea. The offensive rebound, Howard. Great D that time from Nurkic. He shoot again, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 11 points.
Yeah, to look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
And he gets it back. It's good.
Nggak dapet, maaf.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Confidence and LeBron James go together. Knows when to float the jumper off. That time, great touch.
Passes it to Nurkic. Pass to Azania. Anthony on the wing. Fires for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, not afraid to pull the trigger from deep that time from 3.
The Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Shea kicks to Howard. Pass to Shea. Inside. And Shea throws it down.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And for Portland, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Green against McCollum. Over Green. Another shot. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Now here's James. Hazonia defending. Pulls up on the elbow. They get it back. Here's Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, what?
Sometimes the last resort there, Kevin, is to foul Dwight Howard. It happens quite often, but what a powerful presence on the inside.
Come on.
And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Smith comes in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. Shea's got his 7th assist here tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard against Smith. Takes the 3. Lillard misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Mampus S1-nya mantap.
Right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Anthony. And Hood subbed in for Hazonia. Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus close?
Wow. Fans loving that right there.
What a jam.
Nice. Chase showing a little bit of swag to his game right there. Don't see him gloat about it, but nice to see him up on the rim.
Oh, wow.
Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. There's the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Lakers make it.
JaVale McGee with the foul.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Passes it to Caldwell-Pope. Shea kicks to Davis. Poked away. Back to Shea. Puts up a three. Sinks it. What range from outside.
Wow, nggak sengaja.
Shea's got 9 points now in just the second half. And for Portland, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Hazonia. And it's Trent in at the 2. Nurkic rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Shea passes to Caldwell Pope. Chalk up 2 there.
Caldwell Pope.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket,
Come on, one
coming
assist,
off a
double.
quick pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Nurkic. Smith outside.
Shit.
That one a little long. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Nurkic, the pass to Hazonia. Nurkic kicks to Hazonia. Over Caldwell Pope, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
Good to watch Nurkic out there concentrate on his passing. At 7 feet tall, he sure can scan the floor.
Shea passes to Howard, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
No good on the free throw. Little. He's checked in for Hazonia.
Come on.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Little. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Shea passes to Caldwell Pope. Something other major sports do, during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic, and finished off by Collins.
Good job of attacking the rim right there from the big man, Collins.
Shea kicks to Caruso. Shea passes to Caldwell Pope. And it's Davis at the elbow. Kicks it out to Shea. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Collins grabs the miss. The Trailblazers shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the 4th. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Murray. Shea's got 39.
Ooh, the night is
One
growing
more
here
assist,
for Shea, but he's not one to gloat during the game at least.
Here's Adams. Hands it from downtown. Adams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Che.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Che outside. Caldwell Pope left side. And here is Murray. Now the pass to Morris. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against
I
Morris.
need 1 assist, please.
Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both.
Oh, man.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Adams outside. Off target with his 3. Che outside. Down low. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge
Let's
their
go.
team on, and that can always help. That
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left. Right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey man, Kenny here. I thought you did a great job of keeping everyone involved. What happened out there that allowed you to rack up so many assists?
Hey.
My teammates are knocking down shots, man. I mean, you can have a great system, which coach has established here. You can stay patient, move, run, plays all the way through. But if the ball doesn't go through the net, guess what, man? No assists. That's why I say, if anything, the guys carried me tonight.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. Farewell and good night.
With the All-Star game coming up, I'm wondering what your favorite part of the festivities are, Hornet.
Gotta be the dunk contest, no question.
Love what you were doing. But you don't think it's getting a little stale lately?
What? Heck no. Some years are better than others, sure, but just when you think you're out, they pull you back in.
Ah, Godfather of
Bingo, bango, Hanko.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Nobody saw that Levine and Gordon contest coming, and those were some of the most incredible athletic feats I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I'm saying. Expect the unexpected in the dunk contest.
Yeah, while we're on the subject, what are some of your guys' favorite dunks from years past? We got some tunes lined up for you, but when we come back, we'll get to your calls. You're listening to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
I like that. Wow. Flourish. Playbook she play like from another team. Okay. Apa yang mau dinaikin ya? Acrobat? Apa acrobat? Spin, half spin, hot step, RE, euro step, cradle, user, reverse, change shot, layup, attempt, reverse, boost. Have more success than normal when backing down a defender in the paint. Kayaknya keren nih. Cukup kali ya. Ini kali ya, improve to be defender with an advantage layup dunk gather. Apa yang bagus ya? Pro touch. Showtime. Teardrop. Apa ya? Iya enggak. Backdown Punisher. Ini aja lah. Mantap. Udah jam segini. Cari combo dulu lah. Kalau gitu saya mau sudahan. Thank you for watching. Sekarang saya mau cari kombonya Inside Glaive buat Monster Hunter saja. Kai. Thank you guys.